Do you live in the US and want an easy way to eat well and save money this year? Well, our discount might just be the one for you. HelloFresh is the US #1 meal kit service and delivers fast, fresh, and affordable food to your door. So why have the cost of takeout or that horrible trip to the grocery store? Just get it delivered to you and have a hassle-free dinner of the highest quality.
So why not check out HelloFresh? Click the link down below for your special discount.
Hello and welcome to a mini special episode from the Honest Football Podcast where we talk about one of our favourite days of the year because it's coming round the corner in the middle of a woeful international break, and I'm of course talking about non-league day. On Saturday the 25th of March, non-league day will be the focus of the town, with sides offering special promotions and a focus on going to watch your local non-league side. So Craig, before we go and talk about all of the things about non-league day, you can find the information, of course, on nonleagueday.co.uk. There's a local match finder. You can find which games are close to you and then obviously have a look into how much they'll cost, but they're normally pretty affordable at that level. But the reason Craig's here as well is because, of course, you have a unique position on non-league day, which is you manage a non-league local side. So what is the experience like? Because it's been a bit of a centre of attention this year due to certain incidents and funding issues, and for you, a lack of games due to bad weather. So what's non-league day like for you? Probably a catch-up day where you're just begging the games on, I'm assuming.
Yeah, you're just looking at whether the weather's going to be good enough to host a game, or well, on non-league day on the 25th of March, we're away, so we're just hoping that our opponents can host a game. Premier League and the Championship, they've got obviously international break for that time. Do you really want to be watching UEFA Euro 2024 qualifiers? No, go outside, get some good fresh air, nice spring weather, and obviously go enjoy a non-league game of football. It's a lot cheaper than paying 30, 45 plus quid on watching a game of football when you can watch a game very near to you. It's loads of different leagues and non-league football. It doesn't just go straight to National League and National League North and South. It's a lot lower than that. So you have to go to a game, show some support to your local side. You even enjoy it more than you go to your Premier League and Championship side. For us personally, it's just another day at the office, really. But as it's an away game, knowing who our opponents are, I expect it to be a pretty decent crowd because where the game is. So I think it's a perfect opportunity to get more used into local community, local sides, and get a feel of the place, really.
Absolutely agree. Couldn't have said it better. And obviously, we are pretty avid fans of non-leagues. There's plenty of clips in the eye above of us going to non-league games. In fact, there's a whole non-league playlist. And it does give us a chance to talk about some of the other things that are happening around there, because on non-league day, the tickets for non-league finals day in May go on sale, which is always a nice day out at Wembley. 2 games for 25 quid, 2 big cup finals. We're between the podcast, we're pretty regular there, and it's always a good day out. And it also, Craig, becomes the centre of attention on TV rather than the UEFA Euro qualifiers that we don't want to watch. So 2 games on BT Sport for those who aren't able to get out, or if you're looking at around your fixture, what other times you can watch games. There are 2 games on the 25th of March on TV, one from the National League and one from the National League South. So Slough Town at 12:30 against Ebbsfleet United, Wealdstone at 3 p.m. against Barnet, which is a cracking local game. 2 sides that are doing pretty well this year. Which one are you looking forward to most, Craig? I presume that Wealdstone Barnet would be a pretty tasty one for you because we've got some history with Barnet in our FM universe, haven't we, Craig?
Yeah, obviously my Chesterfield side beat Barnet to the National League title. Obviously, the FM 2019, I think it was now. So yeah, a long time ago. But obviously, we both had good fun doing that network save, and unfortunately, you didn't get promoted in the.
You had more fun than me, I think.
Well, yeah, but no, 2 excellent games. It's obviously good that BT Sport are showing not just obviously the National League, which you have done for the last few years, but showing National League South and North for the first time a few times this season now. So I think it's the first game of the National League South. I think they're televising. So that's good. I think it's good to show that exposure to the National League South because they get decent crowds in the National League South. And if you've seen obviously like a bunch of amateurs, obviously they follow Dorking Wanderers, and obviously last season they're in the National League South. And if they watch their playoff final, which was unbelievable against Ebbsfleet of all teams, you can see why there's so much love for National League football. So yeah, 2 games of football. I'm actually looking forward to both. Unfortunately, I won't get to see the first one, but I will also check the highlights. I'm sure hopefully BT Sport will post them on YouTube, something like that. But no, two excellent sides. Eppley obviously flying in the National League South. Wilson and Barnet probably define expectations for the National League this season, considering where they are. Two good sides. I think that BT Sport picked the two right choices.
Absolutely. And obviously, it's great that you've mentioned the National League South there and the game that's covered, because that's where I'm going to be on non-league day. I'm going off to St Albans City versus Dover. And like many clubs, St Albans are offering a deal on non-league day. So all adults can pre-book a ticket for a tenner there, which again just shows local non-league football always affordable and good for the fans and the community. And you get the little benefits once you get to the 6th tier down of not having segregated home and away fans. Obviously, for those who wish to, you can normally drink alcohol in the vicinity of the pitch, and it just has a bit more of a community feel. I think we can all agree on that. But before we finish off, Craig, I wanted to have a little bit of fun, and I am going to segue here slightly because, of course, at the start of every season, we do National League predictions, and this seems a lovely time to do a little review as the running commences, because most of it has been absolutely awful, and we're normally pretty good at the National League, but this year we might as well have had a year off for the most part. There is one thing we have both potentially got right, because we both predicted, finally, that Wrexham were going to win the league this year. And with 10 games to go in the National League, they are 4 points clear. Of course, both sides were held last weekend and had a little slip up. But do you think Wrexham are going to hold on from 4 points clear with 10 games to go? And it is remarkable, actually, that both sides could break the National League points record and one of them not win the league.
Yeah, and that's the problem with the promotion race for the from National League to League Two. There should be more than 2 spots. Obviously, one goes up automatically. I think there should be more than that. I think everyone else has said it for years. It's so outdated. It needs to be revamped. More teams should go up. It's pretty much the top half of the National League is pretty much another League Two anyway. So yeah, obviously watching the Wrexham documentary, you get to know them a bit more. Which obviously is fantastic anyway. I think they will. I think they learned the lessons from last season. They obviously fell short in the normal campaign, and then had that ridiculous game against Grimsby in the semi-final of the playoffs. And that in itself is a great spectacle for National Leagues. And if you don't get, and obviously the final previously of that with Hartlepool and Torquay. But with Wrexham, yeah, I think they've signed obviously experienced Football League players. Obviously Mullin is scoring goals again for fun. Palmer, obviously Elliot Lee, we know very well, and Toes at the back. So they've got that experience. It's going to be, obviously, it'll go down to right to the wire. Notts County are obviously doing fantastically as well. And it's a shame that someone will have to miss out on 98 points and not win the title or more, and not get promoted. And I think that's a real shame, because all that hard work to get 99 points, you normally 9 out of 10 times you win the league. To not win the league and potentially not go up via the playoffs, it's a real shame.
Yeah, completely agree. And obviously, as Luton fans, we know what it's like to get stuck in the National League, finishing second number of years in a row. So I completely agree with those sentiments, and obviously wish you and your side good luck in getting a game on for non-league day at the very least. We are recording this a couple of weeks in advance of the day, so by the time this comes out, Wrexham may well be in 3rd place in the league, although that's very unlikely because Woking are 23 points behind. But thank you to Craig Savage for joining me. Do check out the HelloFresh link down in the description if you haven't before. It does help support the channel and gets you a big discount, of course, if you're in the US. If you enjoyed this video, do chuck a thumbs up. Let us know in the comments where you're going to be on non-league day. And if you're going to be at home watching on TV, which of the 2 games are you most looking forward to? Subscribe to stay up to date with the podcast, regular championship predictions on the way. And of course, we'll review those National League predictions at the end of the season too. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.